that I'm telling you that the risk of getting the
Hello?
vaccine is lower than the risk of
Hello?
actually.
I think the vaccine will never reach the number of people killed than COVID. I
So
think
so
that
that so then
the
you
I
agree
think
with me that the risk is lower for you to get the vaccine.
Hello?
depending on
I
who you are.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, YSR, you don't have
oh,
enough data because none of us do.
yeah, I'm not
No, 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 no,
disputing
no, no. You
that.
don't have to dispute it. I'm just letting you know. Despite me agreeing it's a good idea to get a vaccine out, you don't have enough data. So when people argue saying there's enough data, go find
We
it. The
do have a
government
lot of
released it.
data though, we have millions of data points of people who have taken the vaccine. We don't have data for long term, like you're talking, more than 2 years.
Okay, that'd be
I've
impossible
never said
considering.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
considering the
you don't.
vaccine's
You
not
don't
been
have to.
around that
You don't
long.
have to
And I've
say
never
it.
said that. And I've
You don't
never
have to
said
say it.
that.
But you should also. Here's the thing. Even if the vaccine in a year turns out to be 100% safe, right? It's not going to be because you said it was safe right now. No one knows.
That's totally fair. I mean, we can go off of kind of his things that have happened in the past,
But
like
that's not
some.
the point though. When you're doing something that's supposed to be helping save lives, and there are alternatives out there, which one are you
What is
supposed to
the
be doing
alternative?
first?
What's
Well,
the
I'm just saying
alternative?
there could be alternatives out there,
What
and
is the alternative, dude?
well, you tell me. What do you think the alternative is?
Not getting the vaccine, and if nobody got the vaccine, this world would be fucking gone to shit by now.
Perfect. Exactly.
But
And
would it
that's
though?
that's a that's a that's a good observation based off how many people have been dying. That's where you came to that conclusion, right?
Uh, Based on many things, based on deaths, based on morbidity and mortality, based on impact on the healthcare system, based on individuals not being able to get treatments they need in hospitals, based on over,
Perfect. I
yeah.
totally agree with you. So let's pause for a sec, right? Everything you just said. What about the impact of the healthcare system for long-term effects of something we don't know yet, like the vaccine? Of this
Can I
one
just
specifically.
can I
You,
just
you,
jump
you,
in? You also
you
don't know the long term effects of the virus itself, so that's a
Right.
contradictory statement.
Right. So that's my point is that the long term when people see here's the thing. I'm actually for it because I think it's helpful and I think a lot of people most people in the world if you look at it like that, most people in the world are not that smart. Most people. You have to do mandates because of that. That's why the government does stuff like this and it's good. But when people argue for it, I think you really have to think about when you say stuff like you don't know the long-term effects of X, well, you also don't know the long-term effects of Y. So why would you share that data right now?
Daddy Tarek.
what? I don't even know what you're saying.
Do you know how to what's your first language?
No, what you said just didn't make sense.
There you go. See, now you're learning to have a conversation.
What?
The first thing you said, I didn't understand what you said. The second thing, you couldn't tell what the meaning of what I said was, right? So you asked me something to clarify.
No,
That's how
so
you should have
initial no,
a conversation.
so Valence,
Does that make sense to you?
the first thing you said was we don't know the long-term effects of the vaccine, and there could be potential outcomes or like impact on the healthcare system because of that. Then Vanel, I think, said, well, you don't know the long-term effects of COVID itself, or we do know that there are potential long-term effects of COVID itself. And then you kind of changed what you were saying to say if you don't know the long-term effects of X, well, you also don't know the long-term effects of Y, which is what Vanel was saying. So what are you trying to say?
I'm just saying that you don't know the long-term effects of anything here because it's so new. So when
Exactly.
you're
So what's
when you're
so
arguing, saying that because of long-term effects, you want to stop something right now, you don't know which one is worse unless you look at the
It's the
data
old one.
the
more.
data right now is that COVID is worse. So what do you want to do now?
Well, what the data saying COVID is worse in what context? That people are
What
dying
did you
right
say?
now.
You liked out.
I like that.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
I was saying that the data is saying that COVID is worse now because people are dying right now. So we can't look into the future, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
So
that's if
when
you
you
believe in
shared
COVID.
when you share data, when you share data, what you should do is say, if you take the vaccine, you should expect these are possible side effects you can have. If you have the information, you should share it with the public. Then
And it
let
is
the public
shared.
make yeah, sure. So then let the public make a decision if they want to get it.
Well,
And
it's
most
Absolutely.
it, it's
people,
And
shared
I
it's
I
shared
I
in certain forms though,
Hello,
because
hello.
like it's unfortunate that the government isn't the only one saying it, so they couldn't be held liable, which would be nice. But you have a bunch of news agencies and a bunch of people online saying like it's perfectly safe, it's 99% safe, blah blah blah, and it's like 100% safe, and they're making these claims. There's no side effects, and like yeah, it might not
No
be the
one has said.
actual.
So, Semphis, dude,
Don't test
no.
me here. I will find it.
Okay, okay. I mean, if you find someone saying it's 100% safe, there's no side effects, that's
No, but
irresponsible of them to say, and I would
yes,
hammer down on them as much as I'm hammering down on you.
but
I,
you I
there's
have not even
this.
said
What are you?
anything
Why are you
incorrect
saying?
yet.
Why are you
You,
saying like there's no winning here? There's just you need to be able to have a discussion about it, and that's what's
yeah,
missing,
we are
right?
having a discussion. No,
Well,
we've had a
you're
pretty
trying to
good
win.
discussion.
So let me
I'm
let
not
me
trying to.
backtrack then. Let me
I'm not trying
backtrack.
to
Just
win.
like I just hammered you. Is that what you said? Just like I'm hammering down on you. That means you have a winning or losing mentality. Would you agree?
No, for me, it's about questioning misinformation or
So what's
questioning
your
someone
first
who's
language again?
misguided. English.
Then
Okay,
Actually,
you
but
it's
should
not.
but
Actually,
but
my
understand.
yeah,
first language is actually Arabic, but that's besides
Okay,
the point.
okay,
perfect.
this is
Yeah.
a very simple question. What have I said that has been proven wrong?
Bro, I've told you many times some of the things that you've said that have been wrong.
What was proven wrong?
Yeah, what are you guys
Eh,
talking about?
I
First
thought we were
off,
role playing.
Vaccines.
first off, yo,
Just
what's up,
working it
Derek? I
out.
love your
Hey,
streams,
hey,
dog.
Wester, are you a doctor?
What's going on,
Yeah,
guys?
yeah.
You're lying. You're not a doctor.
Wallahi, I am, bro.
Holy shit, this guy's an actual doctor.
Yeah, bro. I watch your streams at night
What's
and
your name
shit
in the
before.
chat?
Blackie.
Type
What
something right now.
the?
Oh, hey,
Whoa.
What the?
Your name is
But
Blackie?
cancel, bro.
listen.
I don't see you.
Honestly, most people,
Blackie, I
it's
like
probably
it,
better
dude.
for the world to take the vaccine right now. But you should also be
I
transparent
told you
with
guys
what
my viewers
happens, right?
smart as shit, dude.
Or for Blackfire, bro. Don't get me
No,
canceled.
but I still want the question answered because people say that misinformation. What did I say? Name it. Just quick points. You don't have to give a thing. What did I say that
Yeah,
was wrong?
okay. Look, there's some things you brought up about how there's no
God,
reason for young people to get the vaccine if the risk like there's no risk for them to die, and I brought up points why
I,
you
ex-
would
I
want to vaccinate other people, those people who are not at risk, for the benefit of like the whole
yeah, and I
population.
agree
Okay.
that that's the only real reason that you could do it.
Okay, so then I did prove something that was wrong, right?
But it's not wrong. That's an opinion.
Of course, but then you ended up agreeing with my opinion, and you said, yeah, that's the
No,
only
but
case
I'm
that
not
we
saying
should do
I
it.
wouldn't. I would not do it. But I'm saying that I could understand where people are coming from when you make that argument. I understand it.
Okay.
I
The
totally
other
understand
the
it.
other aspect is that I basically boiled this down to kind of a risk benefit, right? And I asked you if the risk of getting the vaccine and something bad happening to you is lower than the risk of you not getting the vaccine and something bad happening to you, and you said, yeah, then I would get the vaccine. And then I very like vaguely alluded to some stats about the risk of getting a blood clot after the AstraZeneca vaccine being 1 in a million, and I quoted a very generous risk
Yes.
of you getting COVID and having a
And
serious
I agreed
infection.
with
And
you that I would do it. But again, you don't have the data. Like we're in your example, in your hypothetical, we
no,
knew the actual numbers. You don't know any of the numbers because you do not have a time machine. You cannot
well,
go to the
we
future.
know the numbers for now, and the
For
numbers
now,
align with what I'm saying. I don't know the exact figures, and if you want, I could get that for you.
could they
But
change?
yeah, anything could
Could
change,
you
dude. The
be
fucking
wrong?
moon could explode tomorrow.
No,
Yes, of course I could be
don't do that.
wrong.
Don't do that. Don't do
No,
that.
no, but Memphis, this is the issue with kind of the way you approach it is like, yeah, this seems okay, but like we never know what could go wrong, and like that's not really a way we approach things
It is
in science or
exactly how
medicine.
you approach an
No,
experimental drug that is under trials that has never been used in humans. That is
it's not. We have
exactly
millions of data
the
points,
logical
right?
response.
Sure. Yeah, it is an intuitive response. I agree with that.
If COVID
It's an
wasn't it didn't
intuitive.
exist, this never would have been approved ever.
yeah, agreed, agreed.
Yeah,
For
well, I
for
mean,
for
we had
if it
exceptional
wasn't
circumstances that required this situation to happen like this, right? And that's besides the point.
Well, so
I kind
what's your name? Can I refer to you by your first name?
of no,
Ease.
sorry.
Okay.
All
So
right, ban him, ban
in
him.
in this situation, this is what I'll present to you, right? And you can tell me
Can you guys
if
keep it
this
down?
is something that you can agree with or not. When you give a bunch of companies in Western culture a free blank slate to develop something, and if something goes wrong, they don't have to be held accountable for it. What do you think is going to happen? Forget about the vaccine. Let's say you're building a product, right?
Well,
You're building a product, and let's say 6 manufacturers are told by the government, build it as quickly as you can. Don't worry if it doesn't work or if it hurts people, you're not liable. What do you think
um,
could happen?
well, I mean, I just disagree with the premise of the question in the first place because that's
Well,
not what
that's not what I
happened,
asked,
right?
is it?
There was, well, I'm not going to answer a question that I disagree with the premise,
That's a
right?
that's a
They,
interesting way to have a discussion.
these vaccines have gone through the proper clinical trials. They have been rushed, I agree, but they've gone through safety and
No, no, no,
efficacy
no. That's not my
trials.
point. That's not my point. My
Okay,
point
so
is,
then
You guys are
if
so
your
loud.
point
I'm trying to
is
play my
if
game.
so
it's
so
not my
if
point.
so the
Would you
point
agree
you're
that
saying
they
that
are not held liable in this case, right? As manufacturers.
in the case that you described, yes, which I don't think reflects reality.
Well,
Hear me. Hear me out.
what do you think? What do you think reflects reality in this case? Are they held liable if something goes wrong majorly, or even minorly?
Listen to this though. Do you got Pfizer? Yeah or nah?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I got Pfizer.
Dude, Moderna, dude.
Pfizer.
Wait, why, sir? How old are
Pfizer
you?
Club. Pfizer
But
Club.
you also have the other thing is of
I can
they
message you, Tarek. I
like
don't want to.
you
Oh,
know like
okay.
if the doctor has read all the reports, maybe he can answer this question for me. But did any of the vaccine manufacturers do dose testing, like different dosages?
I'm not sure.
The answer is no.
Just-
God
Okay,
damn.
but do we
That's
give
just
more?
no.
Do we give?
They went with one dose fits all. Okay, so you could
Okay,
potentially
but do you understand how a vaccine works?
yes.
Oh.
So
Wait. Let's
can you
backtrack for a
propose like
sec.
a potential like
Wait,
mechanism for how
sir?
dosing would?
Listen, if you're not going to put anything on the table in terms of who you are or what kind of credentials you have, I'll take your word
I'm
for
a
it, right?
doctor. I'm an internal medicine resident. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
I heard
tell
you.
you
I
that.
heard you the third time.
So
So
the
my
way
point
It's
that
is,
the
I
first
read
time
the
I said
report,
it, but
the
okay.
the
no,
re- the way
exactly. I heard the first 2 times because I have a time machine as well, right? So
Hilarious.
my point though for you is, in this case, if manufacturers are not held liable and they're told you can make something, don't worry about it. What do you think would happen? Just answer that hypothetical because this is not a leading question. There's just a
They're gonna make
question
something
that,
as quick as possible.
and then what do you think is likely to happen?
Also, this is a leading question.
It is a
I
leading
don't.
question in the sense that it's reflecting reality.
It doesn't reflect reality at all. So
So
I'll
clarify.
stop answering these
Could
questions.
you clarify what the reality
here,
of the
I'll do a
situation
better
is?
job for you guys. Every single pharmaceutical company is a convicted felon. They've all knowingly and purposely killed people. All of them.
All
Every
right, dude.
single
What
one
the
of them.
fuck is this?
Buddy,
Do you
Okay,
want
who
dude.
got
proof?
5G in their veins? Come on.
No. I'll give you sources right now, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Bro, what are
Here,
you
Bro, you're
talking
sources.
about?
delusional.
I
You're
want to
Are
show
you
you.
guys
delusional.
going
I
full
literally got Wi-Fi right now.
QAnon
Oh.
fucking
Let him talk.
All right, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
But I'm confused. If that's not the situation here, can you clarify what it is so everyone can actually understand?
There was an expedited approval process, but it
Uh-huh.
still went through the proper channels that it needed to go
I'm
through
confused.
and
Like,
the proper
do I need to repeat my question? I'm
clinical
saying, are
trials.
they
You
liable
asked
if
me what
things go
actually
wrong?
happened. No, no,
No,
no.
no.
Hold on. You
Are they
initially asked me, are they
liable?
liable if things go wrong? I
No, no,
started
no.
answering that question, and then you said
Listen,
that
buddy.
reflects reality, and then I said that doesn't reflect reality,
Listen,
and then you're
bro.
like, so what does reflect reality?
No, no,
And I
no.
was just telling you what actually reflects reality.
First of all, keep
Valens,
your
you're
voice
really
down.
not adding anything to this discussion, man.
Keep
I think you should
keep
leave.
keep your voice down for a sec. So my point here is the initial point was that are they liable or not if something goes wrong? And you said no, that does not reflect reality. So tell me in that context, what's reality?
I was just telling you reality, and then you started interrupting me again. I'm not
Okay,
gonna go
good.
through this again.
Good. You can start from where you stopped then. That way you
Yeah,
don't have
so I
wasting any
said there
time.
was a expedited approval process, but it still went through the appropriate clinical trials with like a large um, number of participants, and now we have millions of individuals who have been vaccinated, and these have been included as data points in published peer-reviewed journals that show good efficacy, good safety, decrease in mortality, decrease in hospitalization, decrease in significant infections and sequelae.
Okay, so
That's the reality. I don't
you
know.
still didn't answer, are
Bro,
the
you asked me
manufacturers
what the
liable?
reality is, so I told you what the fucking reality is, man. I don't know what you want.
I'm really confused. Are the
This is the
manufacturers
reality, buddy. You
liable
either got
or not?
Pfizer or you don't. Come on.
Are they liable or not if things go wrong? That's
Huh?
interesting, right?
Sorry, what?
Bro, who's talking about Pfizer? Who is that guy? What's the fuck's your name?
Bro, my
Who's
name's
talking?
YSR,
Who's talking?
dog.
Who's talking?
Who,
That's
me?
Yeah,
I'm
who is
talking.
that?
What? What are you gonna say, bro?
Do you got Moderna or AstraZeneca?
Oh, that's Mito. Yo, what's good, dog? What's good?
What's going on?
All right, back to Valens and Wise. Sorry.
Yo, can I pug with you guys one day?
Of course.
Yeah, only if you say
Dope.
that vaccines are bad.
I really
Vaccines are
hate to
bad,
break
bro.
it to
Let
you
me
guys,
fucking
but
let me fucking pug,
all
bro.
medicine is gonna come with side effects. It doesn't matter if it's a vaccine or if it's fucking Tylenol. Educate yourself. There's gonna be side effects, guys. They're not liable because they put those side effects in the fine print. Come on,
Yeah,
use your brain.
but did they know about the blood clots and the myocarditis
It doesn't
before they started
matter.
giving
If
it
they're
out?
vague about it, that's all that matters.
So
They put
was
it
it
in.
in the fine print? The answer is no. That came out after.
What does that matter?
Yo, who here is the doctor? I'm sorry. What do you know about Novavax?
I hope it works. That's the one that I would get.
Also, yeah, Valence. Like one of the things you said was like, what do you think happens with all these like Western companies? But in reality, you have like Russia developing a vaccine, Cuba developing a vaccine as well that is starting to show. At least the Cuban one is showing quite good efficacy and safety as well.
Nah, the thing is let me give you an example from machine learning because you're a doctor, you're speaking out of your expertise. If something works 99% of the time, and I'm creating a model to predict if it's something's gonna work, I'm just gonna say it always works. You know why? I'll be right 99% of the time because that's how often it works. So my model is totally wrong because I'm just saying no matter what, predict yes. Is that so far? Are you with me?
Sí, ya cállese a la verga.
If you say like, if you're telling me that's what you would do in machine learning, then
You
I mean,
should. You'll be 99% correct. No.
no, if you're in medicine, if something works 99% of the time, I would say yes. Like bro, when I consent a patient to medication that I know I know for sure, almost with like almost certainty nothing's gonna happen to them, I still tell them, oh yeah, we're gonna start you on this medication for your
That means
bones.
you're doing a
There's
good
a
job.
risk.
I want
There's
to
a
give you.
risk that there's a risk that your fucking like hip joint's gonna
Yeah,
degenerate. You're gonna get
that's
osteonecrosis of
Here,
the hip.
let me
It's
say
an
something
that
very,
means you're
extremely
doing a
very
rare
good job.
thing.
simple
Yeah,
here.
that's
Okay.
good.
So Vioxx was a heart medic or a heart drug, or not for the heart. Sorry, it was for
Dude,
arthritis
Tempest has all these like anecdotes
and
of like
yes,
random
because
stuff,
they
man.
matter. Okay. And okay, so you have Vioxx. It was created by a pharmaceutical company, right? They create vaccines, right? Cool. Now it was FDA approved in 1999. It got in 2004. It was recalled. Turned out that the company that created it, Merck and Co., knew that it caused heart attacks. So you could have been telling your patients, "Hey, this is good for arthritis. This is
So
good
would
for
you
your
ever take a
headaches."
medication, Sumfus? Would you ever take a medication?
I try to take the least amount of medications I
Okay, but
can.
would you ever? Would you ever?
Yes, of course, but
Okay,
I
so
went
then
for
you
an
just defeat your whole
IQ.
point. That then there's no point
No,
even bringing up this
because
example.
it's cost benefit ratio. Because they literally showed in the lawsuits that everyone that took the drug and died of the heart attack would have taken an alternative that did not do that. That's the whole fucking point. Is that if you do not honestly market the vaccines with the side effects, you cannot pick and choose the one that is best for you. So everyone that picked Vioxx over Advil died. Do you understand the problem?
Dude, I don't really
What does
know.
that have to
Like,
do with vaccine?
I don't really know what
Because
that has
there's
to do with
multiple
anything, to be
vaccine
honest.
choices. So if
Yeah,
you
but like
don't,
someone could just read them. Like no one's
yeah, but
forcing
the
you to
point is they
take fucking
suppressed the
advice.
information. They were sued for
Some people
billions of
can't read,
dollars.
bro.
Bayer's fucking sold HIV infected fucking pharmaceutical drugs on purpose to Latin America. You have John and Johnson with asbestos tainted baby formula powder or baby powder.
All right, man, this
Like,
is just
you
going off
know?
the deep end, bro. I think I'm
Bro, where did you get?
No
No,
way.
because you're just saying trust everyone that's doing it when I
I
don't.
didn't, bro. I didn't say that, man. Like you're
Simphus, do you
putting
want to
words in
chime
my
in?
mouth. You're not really hearing the arguments, and like
You're
I
not
think
hearing
you're.
you're not hearing my argument. My
All
argument
right,
is that you don't know the long-term effects. So I bring up the Vioxx example. Why do I bring up the Vioxx example? I bring it up
yeah,
because
bro.
you
And I'm
as a
telling you,
doctor could have prescribed it to someone with good intentions. You would have had all the data, all the studies, everything at your fingertips, and you would have been like, "This is a good choice." And then they would have gone home, and in 2 weeks they would have a heart attack and died. And it wouldn't have been your fault. But at the same time, it would have been avoidable if we had better regulations.
Wait, Sempis, would you ever get surgery
I've got surgery
for
twice.
anything? Okay, like do you understand like surgery has a very low chance of killing you, right? Like most surgeries do. Like everything has chances. We take those. Like
Yeah,
Fuck
of
you, Santiago.
course. My point is that
your
everything
point
needs to
is
be on
like,
the table. It needs
yeah,
to
but
all
it
be
is
Yeah,
like,
discussed.
what are you
so
seeing? Like,
What are you
what's not?
talking about? You guys think that COVID vaccines have been completely and objectively just put in the news like, oh yeah, this could be a problem. They don't really say anything. They
are you,
at
bro? Are you kidding? Every time I open the fucking news, there's people asking like they bring on like Dr. Isaac Bogosh, they bring him on CP24, and they're like, so people are asking about like the like potential side effects of vaccines or blood clots, and they bring this stuff up, man. Like, oh, you have this like
And
victim
also like,
complex that there's like some large conspiracy to like censor all this stuff, bro. This stuff's talked about. This stuff's you open CNN or anything, you'll read this
the
shit.
doctor they have, what do they say at the end of their statement?
oh wait,
Yeah,
Santos, do you
they say
realize
that
like
the risk is very low.
Exactly.
CNN, Fox News, all
Yeah,
these
which is the
companies
Of
are full of
truth.
course. I
I
shit.
don't
mean,
know
like,
what you want. I
yeah,
don't know what you
but you
want,
need
bro.
bait.
You
You need like YouTube literally deletes every single fucking like Joe Rogan had Brett Weinstein on his
uh,
thing. They were completely
dude, you
reasonable
keep like
and they
grasping
just
at
deleted it.
straws from like multiple different things from like 10 years ago. I don't know what this has to do with anything. It's all good though. I
Buddy,
think I'm
buddy, hear me out.
Is that Miro?
Just hear me out, okay?
Bro, Tarek, I love you, man. I wish I
Listen,
could pug with you.
who here is from Europe though?
Dude, wait, hold on. Let's first of all, let's just point out the fact that my viewers are five head as fuck. I've talked to maybe four of my viewers. Three of them were engineers, and the fourth's a doctor. So I don't know, dude. I don't
Yeah,
know
he's
who
a
the fuck.
GTA roleplay
Who
doctor.
no no no.
Just
He
RP it.
sounds,
Don't
dude.
stutter next time you try to talk
This
shit,
guy
bro.
sounds like
Fuck
a
up.
real doctor. He sounds like a real doctor for sure. You can
Bro,
tell by
Tarek,
the
I
way
mean, I
he's
can
talking.
verify with you if you want. Like, I can verify it with you. I can send you like a fucking
Well, I mean,
photo of my
it's
badge.
well, the thing is, YSR, it doesn't even matter if you're a real doctor because
I
all you
agree it
said
doesn't.
so
It's just that
far.
other people are bringing it up.
No, I'm just go.
I
Let me finish my thought. You have pretty good manners, I think. You grew up in the Middle East. It sounds like. So my point is that you are able to have a discussion. So then you should let other people finish their thought, and then you can respond. Right? Isn't that how a conversation works? So if you are a real doctor and you were given all the information that everyone else has as doctors, you provided us with the same information we already have. Would you agree? We've heard everything you said. Everyone
yeah.
here has heard everything you said because that's what is being talked about by
Yeah.
everyone.
Hmm.
So you've added no new information here, and
Dude,
the
I think
point
if
is
anyone's not
What
adding new
happened to you?
information, it's you. I'm sorry to say, you keep talking, and I don't know what the point is you're trying to get at.
yeah, my point is
It's all
that you
good, bro.
don't
I
know
love you. I love
you
watching
don't know
you
have
play you pug with Tarek and
you
shit.
don't
But
know how
like,
to have
Miro.
a conversation where you're not
bro,
right.
you're extremely condescending in the way you talk, and you're trying to pretend as if you're not, and then you're
That's
trying to make
another
me to seem
thing.
like the bad guy.
No, that's another thing. See, you're reading the chat and you're repeating it. So you're repeating information you've heard.
Bro, he's
What
not
And
chat am I
wrong.
reading? Who the fuck am I? What? Where in the chat am I reading?
You're
I don't.
extremely
You tell
condescending,
me.
Balance. Seriously, you're actually extremely
Who is
condescending.
that?
Whoa whoa
Who,
whoa
who's
whoa
talking?
whoa!
Whoa.
Bro,
Listen, you can't attack people a part of the court, dude.
Listen to this.
One
Listen
fucking
to
rule
this,
bro,
right?
here.
Tarek, stop this.
Alright, shut the fuck up, bro. Guys, you're pissing me off, bro.
The thing is when you should learn to have a conversation where you're hearing something you disagree with, because if you cut people off you're not going to ever really be heard yourself, and as a doctor you should know that.
Tarek.
I don't think he was cutting people off.
What does
Nah,
that
nah,
have to do
nah.
Yeah,
with vaccines?
Doctors have a
3 or
doctor code of
4.
ethics, and they just have to provide humans with
I think
competent medical services with a compassion and respect for human dignity.
Yeah,
I,
you should just apply that in these conversations too if
no, I
you
think
can.
Mr. Doctor has been pretty fucking respectful for the most part.
Yeah, he's been pretty nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
Who's that talking, by the way? Who's
you've
that
not
guy?
only cut me off 3 or 4 times, you never actually answered my question.
Dude,
All
who's
right, I'm
talking right
sorry
now?
I cut you off, and I did try to answer your question, and I told you that I disagreed with the way you painted the picture as reality, and then you asked me
You
what
can paint
reality
it.
is, and then I already painted it, I already described it, and then you said I didn't answer your question, but I
But
did answer your question.
how did you answer my question?
Then you weren't listening, or English is not your first language, and you misunderstood me,
Whoa
as you were
whoa
saying
whoa
to me,
whoa
is.
as you were
whoa!
saying, as he was saying to me,
Whoa.
No,
Tarek,
that's the
relax.
reason I was saying it
Okay.
to you, because it isn't my first language either. So I wanted to be relatable to you.
Okay.
Does that work?
So, I mean, I did answer your question, right? Like you asked me what is reality, and I described what the reality of the situation was.
But why are you picking a small part of what I said? Because the entire thing was, are manufacturers liable if things go wrong in this case? Because normally they are in Western culture, especially in Western culture. and United States,
Okay, let's
Canada.
reframe what Soam is trying to say. So Soam is saying if you do not
I think
feel
Semphis cuts you off more than I cut you off, Valence,
Straight
by the
up,
way.
dude.
You don't
I think
ever
you have a
finish a
short-term
point
memory if
because
that's the
Semphis keeps
case.
cutting you off.
well, you guys were just kind of running in circles. So.
Sí, son reputos, güey.
Wait. Who's that? Who just said that?
It's not his name. Hold on. Let me take care of that.
No. I just want to know who it was because I can hear them again.
No, but I mean, like, okay, so if manufacturers are not liable and you choose, hey, okay, I don't really want to get this vaccine. I know technically you don't have to get it, but they're really pushing for it, and some countries have made it mandatory. So then you go and you get it, and you get injured, and you cannot get compensation. And even if you can, in a very rare cases, it's very hard to prove adverse reactions to vaccines. Now you're paying out of pocket for the rest of your life.
Paying out of
Is
pocket
that
for
is
what?
whatever injury you get?
Mhm.
Doesn't matter how rare it is. You can get what's it called, the syndrome where you can't control your limbs properly, something
Guillain-Barré?
syndrome. Yeah, that's a possibility with all vaccines, I believe.
It is a possibility with all vaccines.
Bro,
So
I don't
you
know what the
get
problem
that
is, here, dog.
now you need care for the rest of your life, and you are going to go broke. You're going to go bankrupt trying
Bro,
to
I
support
need both of
yourself.
you guys.
Who here's gotten the chickenpox vaccine? Or what's it
Bro,
called? The
I think
thing.
most
got
people
it.
have gotten
I
all
got
of
it.
them,
Stand
right?
You know what I'm
behind, bro.
saying
Every
though? Like,
vaccine possible, but besides the flu, actually.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is, dog, you don't want to take it, don't take it. That's it.
Yeah, I
Straight up.
agree. Just don't, bro. Look, I'm not here to tell you you're right or wrong. I'm just saying I think some of the things that you were saying were a little bit misguided, and I tried to just shed some light on that. And I think you're about to say, "What have I said that you don't agree with?" And that's whatever. I don't want to like go around in circles. I've said what I've had to say. It was nice talking to you. I hope like maybe we can have another discussion. I'll look through some of the things you sent me. But it was nice talking to you. I don't
Just
think there's
fucking
like
random.
anything further that we're
Yo,
gonna
why
go through
start?
with
You want to
this.
hit me up, dog?
That was perfect.
Yeah, bro,
See,
let's go. You
Wesker, you
wanna?
ended this perfectly. This
All
is
right, I'll
how
just
the
say this
entire
for Terror
conversation
Stream and
should have
everyone
been.
listening. I am
Thanks,
actually
Valence. I appreciate it.
I'm actually pro-vaccine. I actually think that most people should probably get it. I am very adamant that I don't think it's a smart idea for children to get it yet. That this is where everyone hates on me. I really do not agree with that, but that's my opinion. I don't have any kids, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I affect no one. But another thing is that I'm very pro no censorship. There was censorship that went on during this vaccine campaign. No one can, if you say no to that, you're a liar
There's
and you should be
censorship in
banned.
everything these days, man.
I agree, but and it's a problem in
Exactly.
life. But my point is more that like everything needs to be laid out. People should be allowed to have debates on YouTube. There is adverse reactions. People should know about them. You should be able to pick which of the 4 vaccines you want based on the data. You should be able to say no if you would like. Like you shouldn't be hated for that. But at the end of the day, everyone wants to get over the pandemic, but you have to understand that there is always risks, and I understand that we try to minimize them as much as possible. But at the end of the day, like part of knowing adverse effects is that if you try, if you know myocarditis is possible and you know you have an enlarged heart and you've had a heart attack, then probably you want to avoid the one that has the highest chance of giving to you. And like I don't feel like the ads in Canada where I'm from really say anything about the vaccine adverse effects. I've had many friends get vaccinated and they said the nurse just said it's safe and didn't tell them anything about it. Now that could be the fault of the nurse or wherever they went, but my point is that it is not widespread knowledge. A lot of the negative effects. It's not.
Fair enough.
Can I quickly
Bro,
interject here?
yo, who said that?
That was me. That was me.
What's your name, bro? That was me. There's
Chunks.
200 people
My
on the
bad. My
channel,
bad. My
bro.
bad. I'm sorry, man. I just want to quickly point out, and I think I can speak for a majority of the people here that I appreciate that you gave your stance on this, Memphis. But I feel like um the way I just want to ask you a quick question. You said you're pro vaccine, right?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if this is just me, but I felt like a lot of the things that you said were very negative towards the vaccine.
Yeah, but
it kind of throws
yes.
like a strong bias in your arguments.
I understand. I totally get that because that's the response I get from everyone. But I've never said that no one should get it. I also I've been very open about saying, like if you're at 50 plus, 100% makes complete sense. As you start going down in the age ranges, this is where I think you should be thinking more and more about which one or if and when, and talking to your doctor and looking at the research. I just think it becomes more important because every single one of us get the vaccine here, and I bet you that none of us have a problem. Like the chance of it
Good
actually
bet.
hurting any of us is gonna be very low. But in all of Twitch chat, everyone watching Twitch, there's probably 100 people that are gonna get fucked up. And I feel bad for those people that are gonna get fucked up because for some of them it's avoidable. For some of them they could have avoided it. And I just think that everyone has this weird mindset where it's like, oh, for the greater good, we'll save more than we'll hurt. Well, what if you're the one that gets hurt? What if it's your kid that gets hurt? So I think it's important to assess all risk.
Can I ask you something, Semphis? What is the real alternative? Like realistically, when you look at what happened in China when they didn't have any vaccines, they were forced to build up tent hospitals within weeks or within a week even, and that's just pure panic. And I don't see that lasting and being viable for us to go through. I think the vaccine is definitely the better alternative. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I never said that we shouldn't get it.
Buddy, if I ain't
Semphis,
getting the
Semphis,
vaccine, I ain't getting any
guys,
girls. So what am I
But
gonna do without
Semphis,
the
I wanna
vaccine?
fuck. I
guys, hold
wanna
on,
fuck.
hold on.
Yes,
So this again,
sir.
this boils down to the thing I've said before to Semphis, which is yes, you get the vaccine, you have that 1 in a million risk, you develop a blood clot in the venous system of your brain, and you get neurologic symptoms that impact you for life, right? But again, like I mentioned before, it comes down to what you qualify as like the risk and benefit, right? If I tell you get the vaccine, you have 1 in a million chance of that happening, versus you don't get the vaccine, you have 1 in a 500,000 chance of dying from COVID or getting some like significant neurologic sequelae after getting COVID. Then you have to make a decision. Do you take 1 in a million or you take 1 in 500,000? Nobody's
How
telling you
many
that.
your
people
data makes
are
complete
told?
sense for
How many people are told that
everything
though?
but children, though. Like it makes sense for everyone but children.
So
Children
so so
are
so then
immune.
admit that your biggest concern or biggest hangup is with children getting vaccinated.
I've
But
said that from the start. I've said
no,
my
but you're also painting
mostly
your
with children.
argument as vaccination in general,
Yeah,
like
well, I
for
think
yourself as well. Like you say, like you don't want to get it because of these reasons.
no, I said that I want to know more data before I get it. I mean, I look at me. I weigh 250 pounds. I've deadlifted 700 pounds. You think my heart's not enlarged? 100% it is. Like, so I don't want myocarditis. That's not something that I think would be fun to have. So I have to think about it.
No,
Weird
wait,
flex,
why do you
dog.
think you have like just because you deadlift 500 doesn't mean you have an enlarged heart, dude?
I promise you that if I went to the fucking doctor and got an MRI, which they won't give me because they say
Dude,
you're young and healthy
Why
every
would
time
you
you
get
ask.
an MRI,
dude, that
first of
means
all?
you.
You can tell if
Sorry,
you have
not
an
That means
enlarged
MRI,
bro,
heart
you
with an
look.
X-ray,
or whatever. But like,
and you have. Anyways, we don't have to get into this more like medical
It's
stuff,
good to
but
have a big heart, bro. You love your girl more. You feel me?
it's very
where you
common in
guy, bro?
More
bodybuilders.
love for other
It,
girls.
it's more rare for a bodybuilder to not have an enlarged heart than it is for them to have one. So
Let me
Bro,
let me backtrack real quick.
dude, I haven't had a chance
Is
to
it
fucking talk, man.
is it Mito? Is it Mito or Mito?
Either or is good.
Which one do you prefer?
Uh, which one do you prefer?
I
But
prefer
listen to
both.
this, right? Listen to this. If I
I
don't
prefer
get the
both.
vaccine, I ain't getting in the club. I ain't getting any girls. So like, what is even the
Yeah,
conversation
I'm
about,
actually
man?
hard right
Like
now.
at the end of the day, I'm trying to get in
about
there, bro.
18
tryna
minutes
fuck.
ago, about 18 minutes ago, you called me
Exactly.
condescending. So let's have a chat, Mito.
If I die, I
What?
die.
There ain't there.
Bro,
Wait,
wait,
what
can
are
we
you
just
chatting about, bro?
Let's
What?
have a
What?
chat, Mito, because you 18 minutes ago you called me condescending. So
Wait,
why
I
did you say
never
that?
called anyone condescending. What
bro,
are you
that
talking
was
about?
another guy with his
Yeah,
voice, bro.
that
Similar
wasn't him.
voice.
That
Oh
was
my
someone else.
god, dude, Mito, your voice is so special. I thought that was only you. Who said it?
I said it.
Oh, Mendoz. Okay, my bad, Mito.
Hey, it's all good.
Mendoz, what's up? Why'd you say I was condescending? Let's have a chat.
I just feel like you came into the conversation not really adding anything. Like you were just kind of attacking the doctor. Like
Okay,
Wait, aren't you
so
attacking him right now?
can you give me a couple examples of when you thought I was being condescending?
I mean, I'm not a time machine. I hit a
That
lot of bongs. My short-term
this is
memory is not the greatest, but I don't know, man.
I
You
feel like
came at
now
him.
you're
That's all
being
I gotta say.
condescending at yourself.
You just
Give
asked me a
yourself some
question,
credit.
man.
Give yourself some credit. You probably have a pretty decent memory. So what you got for me?
I really don't.
Did you
Bro,
get asked to
look,
come
I'm
in here
just
and
gonna say
argue?
some
Or what?
shit, bro. Look, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I want to
some
hear
shit,
from
right?
Zapran, bro.
Look,
Talk to
here's the
me.
thing, bro. Look, I think that if you're not an expert in what you're talking about, you're gonna have a hard time formulating your arguments and proving your point because you don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm just gonna be real, and that's all of us. If you're not an expert, you're not gonna know how to argue, and you're gonna have a hard time convincing other people. And I think that's what's happening. That's what's happening to all of you, bro. Because you guys just don't know at the end. You're not experts, and neither am I. I learned about human intelligence for 6 months before I could convince people, and even now I struggle because I don't know, dude. You just
Six
don't
months.
fucking know. That's just how it is.
6
No one's an
months.
I don't
expert
think
here,
you need a
bro.
degree to be a good debater.
Yeah.
You
What?
just need
Yeah.
experience.
I think debates like
You
this
know
are
how to
healthy.
read.
I think they're good for everyone
6
involved.
months.
But you see how everyone gets so antsy. Like being in my position, it's not people don't find it fun. You know, like people don't find 5,000 people in chat calling me a fucking idiot, roid head, you know,
That's not nice.
washed
Which
up fucking
I
noob. You know,
disagree.
like
Yeah,
you
I
know, it's like when you attack me, it's fine. I can handle it. I've been, you know, people have been talking shit to me for 20 years on the internet. It's fine. But like the point is that people are so fast to attack and just you know the easiest way to change someone's mind is have just a conversation with them and just talk, right? Like, and even if they don't change your mind, you don't have to hate them because of it. But it's like the whole COVID thing is like, I don't like wearing masks, and people are like, it's not a big fucking deal, you fucking pussy, and they like block you on Facebook, and you're like, bro, it's like not that. Like, I'm not saying I'm not wearing a mask, I just hate squatting in one. You know, it's just like you're allowed to have differing point of views, and everyone like hates each other so fast now and wants to just remove people from their lives. I just find it weird.
Yeah, I just want to say like talking with Sumpus has been really good. I don't think people should be saying like that kind of negative stuff. And I'll even admit myself, like when you were first on the stream and you like initially brought this topic up, like I typed some shit in the chat saying like this guy's
Actually,
an idiot, whatever. But I like reflected on that. I'm like, yo, I shouldn't do this. And I'm like, oh, let's talk, let's have a chat. And I think that's the better way to do it. And I
Yeah,
think
way you
other
ended it
people
was
should.
perfect, honestly.
Yeah, thanks, Valence.
Wait,
I
At the
wait,
think
end of
other
wait.
the
people
day,
should.
at the end of the day, this is all you got, buddy. So like, how are we gonna get this negative energy, dark energy, when we can have like this positive energy, good energy, get girls? We're good, bro. Let's go. I'm actually getting reservation right now. Actually,
What do you mean,
freaking out.
girls,
When you
dog?
insert your penis
Get on,
inside the girl,
everyone get on
bro,
Tinder right now.
positive energy is gonna generate. Don't worry. It's all about
Oh
that at
god.
the end, bro.
Social experiment. Let's all get on Tinder. 50% of us say unvaxxed. 50% of us say vaxxed. We see who gets more girls.
Oh my god.
Oh
No,
damn.
you have to account for other variables. You have a bigger body than me, and you're more jacked than me. Of
We
course, you're gonna get
we
more
all
girls.
use
What
Sean
about that?
Garrett's pick. We all use Sean Garrett's pick.
Ooh, I'm done. I'm done.
Sheesh.
Bro, I ain't getting no one. 5'3",
Bro,
300,000 pounds. Fuck no.
can we just talk
All
about
good.
the fact that we're all ignorant, and that's one of the reasons we're gonna suffer in life? Because at the end, you don't know what the fuck's going on. Just admit it, accept it.
Learn, bro.
I
That's the
will I will
point.
I will say that
Yup.
that part of my stance comes from very little trust in the pharmaceutical agencies that run North American drugs. Like,
Respectable.
just go on a deep dive. Like, I'm not saying all medication is bad, of course. Like, you know, but like, obviously we all take it, right? But my point is, like, if you go look into their histories, they're not working for you. They're working for profits, and they have killed people. And I'm not saying that means this vaccine's bad. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, hesitance seems being hesitant seems reasonable with their past.
It's,
Sir.
it's just good. I think it's almost like a slap in the face when you don't get transparency because most people will still decide to take the vaccine, even if all the data and like side effects were presented. Everyone was still gonna take it, probably. And I think
Yeah.
it's just like a slap in the
100,
face
bro. 100.
when like the government or the agencies are making, sorry, the manufacturers making the vaccine when they don't, they're not as transparent. They're just calling you stupid. And I don't like that because they're
Alright.
saying that you can't make a good decision based on the facts we have already. And just be more transparent. People are going to take it anyway. I mean, this is the best path forward for this pandemic for sure. But does that mean that you can't have other treatments that, like, India, Brazil, Mexico, they did other stuff too because they either the vaccine wasn't readily available or wasn't working in that good success as well in dire situations, way more dire than North America, right?
I
So
can
my
vouch
point
for
is
that,
just,
right? He's
yeah,
right,
just be
yeah.
transparent. Just be transparent. Let people make a decision. And if you say that most people can't make a good decision, you're calling them stupid. So it's just I think more people should want transparency.
In order to be transparent, though, they need to know fully what's going on with it, and maybe they didn't know given the time that they had.
Facts.
I understand they
No,
had to
no one
rush.
knows what's going on. No one knows what's going on. That's
That's a
why
big
we
fact.
gotta live in the now, bro. We don't got
Bro.
time for that, bro. You're lucky I got time
This guy
tonight, bro.
woke, bro.
Yo,
Should we
Mito,
just get
bro,
all
you're,
the vaccines at one time?
you're
Yeah,
really
dude, this
pushing
guy
the
got all
limits.
36.
Become
all
a
20
superman.
vaccines.
Bro, I just want a hot girl, man. I don't fucking care about no needle and shit, dog. I don't give a fuck.
You ain't getting a hot girl without the needle, bro.
True.
Bro, look. At the end of the day, okay, look, fine. Let's just say they're not being transparent, right? Okay, they fucked up. Maybe they don't have data. All right, what do we do now? Like, most people are gonna agree, yeah, they should be transparent, but maybe they can be transparent. And what now?
I think the problem is that most people aren't even thinking about the fact that transparency matters because they trust. If I go to the doctor and I'm a patient, I'm obviously going to trust what the doctor says because they're an expert, right? And if the doctor is saying stuff that he himself is being told and the people telling him they're not sure what's going on and then the doctor presents it as this is the best course forward, you just have to trust it. And if there is more data coming out, I think it's just good to be transparent. Now, does that mean like realistically, I don't think most people have the capacity to take all of that information in and make a good decision. They probably do need to be told what to do, and it should be kind of mandated the way that this vaccine rollout has been. It's not mandated, but it's kind of, right? In a lot of ways. So this probably is the best way to stop the pandemic quickly. But does that mean it's the best way that we should continue going forward? I think that's why these discussions are good. And if people don't learn how to have these kinds of discussions, it's a reflection of themselves. You need to be able to have these types of discussions.
Yes, sir.
I think we all agree on that.
Now that we all made up, can we all kiss?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yo,
Oh
I'm
my
being
god,
honest.
I'd love
Okay,
to.
I'm
Mito,
about to take vaccines I don't even
Mito,
need.
let's go to your topic. You're talking about girls, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Nah, I'm over them, bro. I'm
Yeah,
actually
replaying?
just so
No, I'll
sick
bring
of
it
girls
back.
now, dude.
No,
Oh,
I'll
bro,
tell
hit my
It's
line
easy
then.
to
Hit
be
my
gay.
line.
That's
Hit my
all I'm
line.
saying.
Mito,
That's
I
what I'm
trust them,
saying, bro. I don't
Yo,
need
hit
girls
my
no
line.
more.
Hit
You
my
go on
line.
Can I see
Grinder,
it?
you're getting
Line.
laid that
Mito, dog.
that
Dog.
far.
I'm here.
Damn, you had post nut clarity midstream, huh?
Hey, can you guys play a pug now?
I literally just nutted all over my ceiling.
You done eating?
What the fuck?
Yo, Pug, put me to
Yo,
sleep,
you guys
please,
want to just
boys.
like
Yeah, Pug to put me to sleep.
a
Let's go.
40 man? We'll just pick teams from here.
Fuck it, let's run it.
Yeah,
I'll
do it,
literally
do it.
feed you kills. I'm ass.
We
Hey,
gotta get
calmo, calmo.
we gotta get YSR
Need
and
girls
Mito
no more.
plugs
You
from
go on
the-
Can we see
Grinder,
it?
you're
Just
getting
need
laid
your
that
Mito, dog.
that far.
Your actual ID. You need to fax all of it to me by tomorrow if you want to have a conversation with us from now on.
Damn, you
I
had
I'll
post
do
nut
it, bro.
clarity midstream, huh?
I have to
I'll
make
Hey,
I'll
can you
get
guys play a
I'll get
pug now?
Tarek the
I
goods,
literally
bro.
just nutted all No, over he's my gonna show it to ceiling. me. So you're showing
You
it
done
to
eating?
at least me.
Yo, Pug, put me to
Yo,
sleep,
you guys want to
please,
just
boys.
play like
Yeah,
a
Pug to put me
like
to
a
sleep. Let's
40
go.
man?